Hey guys, welcome back to Liverpool TV. A bunch of topics to talk about. Nunez going to Liverpool and Nkunku signing a new deal. Harry Maguire, captaincy conversation or meeting with Ten Hag, whatever that's meant to be. Look, first of all, let's start with that striker position because for me, it seems like we're going to struggle to get a striker this summer. And look, Nunez going to Liverpool was not a surprise for me. As soon as Liverpool came in, it's done. It's finished. We had no chance. And a lot of reports were claiming that, yeah, they're still winning, whatever. No, we're not in it. He won the Champions League football, similar to the Frankie de Jong situation. It's not exactly the same situation because Nunez obviously has only had one good season. And he's really unproven, really. He's really unproven at the biggest stage. And for me, look, that Nunez deal was never going to happen. It hasn't happened. He's going to Liverpool. He'll probably do well. That's it. And Nkunku signing a new deal, what does that leave us with? Because we don't know the situation of Martial. We don't know if he's going to stay. We don't know if Ten Hag rates him. Will Rashford be used next season as a striker if Martial goes? What will happen next season? Because right now, if we don't get a striker this summer, which seems to be one of our main priorities right now, who are we going to get? Because we're going to have to use players from our squad. Cavani's going to go. We can't rely on Ronaldo next season, the whole entire season again. I don't know what's going to happen. I think I rate Martial. I think he's a very good player. He's had loads of good seasons at Man United. But I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if Martial wants to stay at Man United. I don't know if there's any indication for him to leave. Of course, there was reports that, towards the end of the season that he already made his mind up about not staying at Man United. So the striker position really, really scares me because we don't know the situation of Martial at the moment. Nunez is gone. And Nkunku signing a new deal. And I can't think of any other strikers that we could possibly get this summer. So that's going to be worrying next season. Moving on from that, Harry Maguire, conversation with Ten Hag about the captaincy. I already said this. I don't think Harry Maguire will be part of a lot next season. I don't think he'll be part of a lot of next season's games. I don't think he'll start many games. I do think that... Look how many centre-backs we've been targeting this summer already. Obviously, Torres... there was talks of De Ligt, but that's obviously not going to happen. I think we're definitely going to get a centre-back this summer. And whoever it is, look, obviously Timber's a player we all want. Is it going to happen? I'm not sure. I think that's one of the easiest deals we can actually get, to be honest. I think he's one of the easiest deals we can make happen in the next couple of weeks. I think Frankie de Jong will be tough. And of course, I'll get into that right now. But Harry Maguire, I don't know why he's persisting with this. He's not... You know what? Look, we all have... pride, right? But for me, when you recognize that you're not going to be part of next season, no wonder he's going to have a meeting because he's probably received some sort of indication that he might not be part of Ten Hag's plans next season. He doesn't fit the system. We all know this. I've repeated this so many times. He's not quick enough. He's not agile enough. He's sloppy in 1v1s. He's not great on the ball. He's not the most mobile. For me, Maguire is not the player for next season under Ten Hag. And moving on from that, Frankie de Jong, a player who... Look, he gave all the indications, and it was just, guys, it's been obvious the last couple of weeks he doesn't want to leave Barcelona. He doesn't want to leave. It's his dream team that he's always wanted to play for. He's worth a lot. They respect him there, but it seems like now there's been reports coming out that he's accepted he will leave Barcelona. And for me at this point, it seems like the only way he could have changed his mind possibly is if he's feeling disrespected by Barcelona, because clearly Barcelona, if the right deal comes, they'll sell him. It all comes down to Frankie de Jong. And if he feels disrespected by Barcelona, if he feels like, look, they don't want me here, I'm going to go because I don't want to be in a toxic environment. I don't want to be in an environment where they want to push me away because obviously they're in bad financial moments right now. Barcelona are moving mad in terms of finances and all of that. I mean, they're aiming for Marcus Alonso. That shows what kind of money they have right now. They're poor. So when it comes to Barcelona right now, they're going to have to sell Frankie de Jong. And if he comes to us, okay, fair enough. I didn't expect that to happen. But it might just be a case of, look, they don't want me. I'm going to go because I don't want to be in an environment where a team doesn't want me. So Frankie de Jong coming to Manchester United in these reports is very surprising, but at the same time understandable, because if a team doesn't want you and you don't feel part of it, you're going to go. And they're going to ask for as much as they can, Barcelona, because we're really aiming for him. He's been the player that we've been aiming since ages ago, ever since the last game of the season. So really, Frankie de Jong is a player who I would love to have. If he doesn't want to be here, I wouldn't want to have him. So that's it. So let's see what happens with Frankie de Jong. But look, Marcus Asensio, we've been linked to him the last week now. And I'm getting a bit worried because he's not a player I really want at Manchester United. Yes, him and Lucas Vazquez at Real Madrid seasons ago, Ronaldo's last season, the season before, they were shining. They were bright stars coming off the bench. Marcus Asensio, of course, started to play more games as a starter. He's fell off since then. Why are we aiming for Marcus Asensio? I don't understand. This is a player who has not been great the last few seasons at Madrid. I don't actually necessarily rate him that much. I don't think he's a great passer of the ball. Yes, he's got a shot on him. He's got a bit of pace, but there's nothing really special about him. Really, what is the difference between him and, for example, a Rashford at his best? There's not much. There's not much difference. I would even argue Rashford is a better player than Marcus Asensio, definitely. So when it comes to that, look, Marcus Asensio can play midfield. He can play on the wing. He's not really a player who I want at Manchester United at all. He's fell off. Yes, if it was him back then when Madrid were doing madnesses in the Champions League, I know they just won the Champions League, but back then when they were performing well, when he was coming off the bench and all of that, then yeah, maybe there would have been some sort of conversation, but not at the moment. Definitely not. So I really hope that deal just doesn't happen. And again, Antony, a player who we're still being linked to, 45 million. The striker position is worrying. I don't think we'll get a striker. And if we get Antony, what's going to happen? Like I said, Martial down the middle when Ronaldo's not available. If Martial's not here, Cavani's going to go. Is Rashford going to be played down the middle? Is Antony going to be a player who's going to keep switching with Ronaldo in the striker position? He's going to play more on the wing. Is he going to be more of a diverse attacker? What's going to happen here? So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I'm starting to worry in terms of striker position. We're not being linked to a lot of fullbacks at the moment. Centre-back has gone a bit quiet. What has been really going on the last couple of weeks is we've been aiming for Nunez and Frankie de Jong. Now that Nunez is gone and Frankie de Jong might come, it could be a situation where Ten Hag already knows, look, I know Frankie de Jong is going to come now. Barca don't want him. If we give them the right amount of money, they'll sell him to us. And then I can start really aiming for all these other positions, which are maybe a bit more likely to happen than Frankie de Jong. Pau Torres, Timber. I think Timber is a player who we really need to go for. I think 35 million is the price to go for. The other week I was watching Ruben Neves internationally. Why are we not aiming for Ruben Neves? Again, every video I talk about Ruben Neves. I watched for him Portugal versus, was it Switzerland? And the way Ruben Neves just, I think it might have been Czech Republic actually, Ruben Neves started. Ruben Neves is a fantastic midfielder. And when I was watching him, he was definitely playing like more of a defensive midfielder, but more of a deep lying playmaker. And he was going in between the centre-backs, getting the ball into the attacking plays. The passes in between the lines were phenomenal. The long balls were really good. The short passes were great. Strong, great interceptor of the ball, good tackler. He was playing very deep, very, very deep. And he was playing more of that defensive midfielder role, but he was still playing as, a bit of a deep-lying playmaker. And the way he was getting the ball to the attacking plays was phenomenal. I mean, the passes, there's just no... Look, some passes will not be great, right? Not every pass that a midfielder will put into the attacking player will always be great. And look, we've seen this problem with Bruno at Manchester United. How many passes he just boots it and he hopes it lands on a player, and it's just lack of patience from Bruno on the ball. There's a lack of patience from him when he's putting the ball forward, whether it's a short pass or a long pass. He just boots it and expects for the ball to go to an attacking player straight away. It's like you think, yeah, I'm going to boot it, it's going to go straight to attacking player. There's lack of patience. And really a lack of discipline really in Bruno, defensively and offensively, when it comes to passing the ball, when it comes to tackling, everything. Ruben Neves is kind of the opposite. With us, I think playing him in a 2 would be great. Even if you had to play him by himself, I still think he's a really good player. Because the way he was just getting the ball from the centre-backs and dropping really deep and then passing it, he's a player who can do everything. He's a very well-rounded midfielder. And Ruben Neves is a player we should really need to go for. And I hope we do. So, guys, let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.